Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday, June 4th. Wowzer. Summer's here, huh? I guess summer is officially, I don't even know. To me, summer always started when school ended. And when I went to school, I'm talking elementary through high school, we got 3.5 months off. I think kids nowadays get anywhere from 2 months to 2.5 months. That's like pathetic. I feel sorry for them, because I learned, hi, Melly, I learned just as much by not going to school and getting out there and using my imagination and building things from sticks and making up games and swimming in the community pool and all that as I did sitting in a classroom doing book learning. So, you know, and I wasn't automatically put into like a month-long summer camp because both parents had to work, all that stuff. So to me, it's summertime because school would have ended middle of May. But I think that's not the official day. So anyway, I'm Lucinda. It's summer for me. This is my channel. Sometimes people have a hard time saying vintastic finds, like fantastic vintage finds. It's just a play on words. And my email, in case you've never been here before and you bid on an item and win, is right there. MSC in the middle, Walker at att.net, not a .com. I'm in Northern California. That is where I ship from. I bill using PayPal. I ship with Pirate Ship. It's what we all do for the most part. Some people use some other form of payment. Some people are using Square. Some people are shipping through PayPal. But, most of us do what I do. PayPal, Pirate Ship. And I don't accept other forms of payment. So, hi, Heidi. Hiya. I hope you're okay today. So I do 2-week build-a-boxes. And honestly, if you only are buying a couple items every 2 weeks and you want me to hold in order to build, up to a pound or so a box, and you want me to roll it to yet another 2 weeks, I'll send you an invoice including shipping at that point, and you can pay it, but then I will hold more items and then add in the little bit of extra shipping. I'm not quite at the point of the small flat rate priority shipping boxes because I bought a bunch of boxes that I want to get rid of first, but I'm real close. And then shipping will just be a flat, whatever it is, around $7, $8, So we'll get there. So this is week 2. This is the last day of week 2, unless I decide to pop on tomorrow. And if I do pop on tomorrow, look for a thumbnail and it will be maybe an hour and a half. Depends on multiple factors. So that's what you get today. Sorry for being, vague, but I'm just not sure yet. So, I don't think I missed anything. I threw in a few things at the last minute that I found in a baggie. I don't even remember where. And it's some odd, very different, inexpensive stuff. But I brought a bunch of middle of the road for me items, all really nice if I do say so myself. I researched them all. I took notes. I really pumped it up for me because I had the time yesterday and I felt like it. But I like to bring affordable items every time. And you just never know if someone, is going to love one of these items for $5. I mean, who knows, right? So we'll see. We shall see. So not too bad today. Yay, Heidi. My back finally, after over a week, is not screaming at me nonstop. But it's still the slightest thing. And, so I'll get there. I just, insurance, I'll get there. So with that said, knowing that today's the end of week 2, unless I come on tomorrow, and if you want that bigger, longer build a box, so you're not paying so much for just a couple items, and I know you, I need to know you, have an established relationship, you can email me. And it also, at any time when you purchase an item and I screwed up with someone, name is Squirrel, I did a sale on someone else's channel, and I asked that question, if you want your item immediately, email me. They said, go ahead and email me immediately. And they bought quite a bit at my friend's sale that I was on. It was Sunday morning a while back. And she said, please email me right away. Oh my gosh, with my back pain, I didn't. It was, and then I was behind. By the time I invoiced her and sent it out, it was like 2 weeks, and I feel terrible. So normally that does not happen, okay? If you ever want an item right away, email me. I'm not always so disorganized. Alrighty then. So I think I covered everything. And if I didn't, either Melly or Heidi or someone else that comes in can tell me, hey, you forgot to say whatever, who knows. And I apologize. My nose is super sniffly the last 2 days in a row. It's been really sniffly. I am not sick. It's got to be allergies. I took a Claritin 2 hours ago, but still runny nosy. It's been windy. I don't know. Heidi, thank you. I was just talking to Melly on the phone, and I was like, I got to go do my makeup. The only time I do makeup living in the country is for my YouTube sales. I don't put on lipstick and, eyeshadow to go to the beach. So thank you, Heidi. I appreciate it. If I was in the city, every day pretty much I would look like this, but but I'm not. So let's start out slow. Let's start out easy. Okay, let's start out easy and see what happens. This is a thank you. My daughter taught me to be bold with, I always wore red. Red was my signature color. I'm talking grandma red, bright red. And I don't know if any of you remember this. Sorry, I'm getting derailed, but that's all right. I'll get underailed in a minute. When my grandmother died, I was in my early 20s, I took some of her lipsticks, and lipsticks, ladies, in the 50s and 60s were automatically made in a way that they stayed on to the next day. That's just how they were made. So I would wear red lipstick out to the clubs because I danced all night. That's what I did. And it never came off. That's just how it was made. Nowadays you have options, but you didn't used to. Oh, sensitive. Yeah. I understand. So this is a buy it now item, but I enjoy dressing up. I enjoy it. I wear jewelry every day. Buy it now. This is going to be $9. Right? And I mean, even this, I'm like, and I'll tell you what I did. I just bought a product that's like very light, all natural ingredients, that you just put on your face at night, and it takes all of this like last forever stuff off really gently, and it's good for your skin. I think it's Elf, because I was like, I wake up in the morning if I don't take this off, and I still have this lipstick on. And it's like, what were you doing last night in the middle of nowhere? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's awesome, Millie. So these are Trifari. These are a buy it now, $9. They are Trifari. They are clip-ons. I'll take one off the card and show it to you. These are really pretty. I don't know how they wound up in this weird bag that I found. I was looking for thermoset printer labels, and I found this bag, and I was like, what is in this bag? Obviously, they've been in the bag for a while. So here's the clip-on. Here's the back. I think these are an 80s, possibly early, but I'll just go with 80s. They work really well. And I think $9 for these Trifari. They're obviously not Royal Crown, but the construction is so good. The style of them, with all that inherent movement just by the design and the off-centered lines in kind of like a half upside down moon. Really good. And then this is that soft kind of brushed gold tone with dark edges. They are about an inch long. So they are this big. These are nice. You need to know that brand. Elf. Heidi. It's really gentle, all natural ingredients. Like a little elf, like Santa Claus. Or American Santa Claus. Aren't these pretty? I know you can't see them very well, but $9. I have a feeling these are Trifari that would probably be listed for double. But I'm good with $9. And look, they have this very interesting, maybe that's a Hallmark clip of Trifari with that little oblong X in there. Don't know. Oh, the brand of my lipstick. Oh no. Heidi, I forgot. It's not New York. Heidi, you see a moon and a star. Oh, a shooting star. 100%. These are really, really nice. So they're here if someone changes their mind. Heidi, I will try to remember that and look on my my ordering and let you know. So let's move to something completely different now. I wrote down everything. Starting bid. 20, and they have every color under the sun. This is a very popular brand in all the Sephora's, all the beauty stores, because it never comes off. I think you can get some that doesn't. They have matte, or they have bright, or they whatever. So sterling silver. I love these. If it has anything to do with one of the anniversaries of Halley's Comet. Melly, that was oh. That's a good question, Melly. I could totally see that. That's a really good question. So these are beautiful. They need a little bit more polishing. They were actually very tarnished, And like I said, I sat here for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, packing the last of my stuff and going through all my items and putting this together. These are sterling. They are hollow. They are fabulous. Look at these. I love this kind of this and Omega backs because they push in and down and they're not coming out of your ear. And before I rubbed at these, they were dark black, and you can see it's still got that tarnishing in there. They are marked, and I bought them from someone who absolutely knows they're sterling, and they are. I think they're hollow, so they're lightweight. Lightweight. Ooh, how lovely, Millie. And they are bigger than the sterling silver I'm wearing now, but they're totally different type of earrings. Where's my ruler? These are really, I actually considered keeping these. All I need to do is clean them up a little bit more for the tarnish. I really like these. 1 inch in diameter. Starting bid of 20. They almost remind me, the way the lines are done, somehow it reminds me of feathers. I don't know. That's what I got. Okay. So that's the first pair. And you can always, if you come in late or you're here now and you change your mind, drop in the chat that you're interested in an item I've brought up, and I'll be happy to bring it back. Again, imagine all the stuff you've found, Millie, over the years. I mean, I see the stuff you pull up and then the stuff you bring out of your personal collection, and I'm like, whoa, girl. So, obviously, there's 2 of them. There's a side view, so you can see this CZ stone. There's the back. So, if I take the post back off, you can see that it is open to the light. They could probably use they're not really dirty, but I would take a Q-tip with a very light amount of like hydrogen peroxide and just clean in there just to make it extra clean. The 925 is somewhere on this bar, and it's got these 2 places where the post back locks on. Even the post says 925. I mean, the back says 925. And so that way it stays on. And here's the front. Nicely prong set. They're rather large. I don't know what diameter that is exactly, but they're really nice, starting at 15. And they're going to be noticeable. And in the sun, they're going to glimmer and do all of that. And I think they're CZs because it's sterling silver. However, it could just be glass, because it's not. Now, I'm not in a lot of natural light, but I'm not seeing a lot of sparkle, which doesn't mean anything. I mean, I am seeing some, So I'm not sure, but I think they're fabulous. And here's both of them. No damage. They're already clean. No polishing required. No polishing required. I'm surprised about these. I really thought someone would want these. And they really are silver. I hope they're not showing up as like a vermeil wash. They're tarnished and they're just silver. They're not washed. And I can't go lower than that price. Okay. And let's do something totally different. Let's do this. Thank you for being here. And thank you for looking. Thank you for giving me a thumbs up if you decide to leave. I know there's a lot of places you could be. So I appreciate you being here. Whoops. No, not. I didn't really lean too heavily on plastic today, Heidi, because people don't want to buy it. I need to just do a sale that I advertise like a week in advance to draw in my plastic peoples, people who appreciate plastic. This was a lot of words. Sorry. Sabrina, are you in here? Hi, Sabrina. How's it going? Sabrina, I have been thinking about Kat since I woke up. And I know she's doing terrifically. Starting bid 26. So there's the description. Now, whoops. Oh no. Sorry. I'm doing okay today. Bree, I'm doing okay. So this is a spectacular, for whatever reason, I'm in love with this. I have had this. Let me change my light. I have had this. I think I've shown it twice. Oh, well, let's see what that does. Oh, good. Yay. Oh, thank you, Bree. Please, if you next time you talk to her, give her a big love from me. So I have squirreled this away in my eBay box forever. I think I've shown it once or twice and not for a long time. So this is gold tone. It's this thin strip of, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's enamel. I do not think it's a slice of a stone. I don't. It doesn't feel like it. It's got that fabulous links. I love it. Barb, hi. Oh no. Oh, Barb. Barb, all my prayers and good wishes. I'm so sorry. I understand that very, very well, but in terms of my dad, so here you go, down, 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 and then I added on the bottom, and it does hang right, believe me, this Boulder opal. Now, I remember Melly and me going back and forth about this opal, and I decided it was a Boulder opal. I think we were talking about Boulder opals versus Australian opals and how, but anyway, it's a Boulder opal. And it does, so I think it matches these colors, the gold and the blue, perfectly, even though, what I'm going to tell you, this is a silver bail. It's not a gold bail, it's a silver bail. Every time I put my hand over there, God bless America. Every time I put my hand over there, see, it has a lot of color. This is just the natural stone. It's not a chip or any of that. It's like crystal in it. It reminds me of like jasper with opal running through it. So maybe that's why, I don't know, bolder. And it's tiny. It's about a little less than an inch square. And the necklace itself, I think, and it hangs perfect on the bail. You just have to put it on and then put it right in the middle like that of two links. So the necklace itself, $18 and the pendant half an inch long. So 18 with a half an inch long pendant and almost 2/3 of an inch long, half an inch wide. Starting at $26. Yes, thank you. I actually think this chain is really old, Melly. Thank you. With the way that enamel is like almost inset in there, it's really cool. Yeah. And then I thought this pairing was perfect. So that's just me. I mean, I could sell it separately. I could just sell the chain. But I like them together. But talk to me, people. Talk to me, Seymour. Sorry, I've been running around, and then I get thirsty. Go figure. Okay. This is Choice. Buy it now. Now, I'm not always this organized. I'm not always like have everything all written out like this. And so don't expect this to be the new normal. I just was bored yesterday and I needed to do this. And then, but I always research everything. It's just sometimes I haven't researched it for a while. But today I'm very organized. So it make the sale go a little faster as well. These are a gray luster with purple. Boy, I really need to do my nails. I'm so used to just going over to the beauty parlor or this nail salon and having them done, being able to do them myself again. I haven't even owned nail polish in I don't know how many years. So it's a whole new thing for me to be responsible for my own nails. These are really pretty. And the fact that they have these lines around them, I don't know if that means they're, I don't know what that means. I don't know what, they're not potato pearls. I don't know what they are, but that's all right. And they're tiny, but they're dainty, and I like that about them. And they're $9. I mean, how can you go wrong? I don't think you can. And then these are like a almost a light forest green with grays and purples. I think you can see it in there. They're the exact same size. I do not know if the wires are sterling. They don't say anything about it. They don't seem thick enough to be such a thing, but so I'm not going to say that because I don't think they are. So there you go. Barb is in. I like both of these. And you know what? If you had 2 holes to wear 1 in each hole, or just to be like totally crazy, you could do that. So Barb is in at 9. Barb, I wish there was a way you could update me about your husband. I get worried about stuff like that. Which one or ones would you want, honey? Both. Excellent choice. That is exactly what I would have done. Barb, we think alike. They say that all the time, but it's true. Yeah. That would be wonderful, Barb. Melly and Melly and I, and also this week, me and another friend were talking, and I'm such an empath. And I think a lot of it too right now is because taking care of both parents, and then my personal information, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I talk about it all the time. I'm trying to find your bag and see if you have a bag. You don't have a bag yet, Barb. Nope. I'll make you a bag. And my dad had congestive heart failure and other issues. And so I'm just so sensitive to that kind of stuff right now. My mother's 3-year is coming up middle of the month, and my father's 1 year was 3 months ago. Yeah. So, yep. But you know what I learned from all of that? Doesn't matter about jewelry at all, but I learned we're all going to go at some point, and we're all going to have medical problems. And when I say that, I'm talking about me. I'm telling myself, thank you, Barb, that I'm going to deal with who knows above and beyond my back. Who knows? And, I'm telling myself, be prepared. Be prepared to, be going in and out of the hospital and need care and take lots of meds, because that's what happens as we age. And it sucks and it hurts and it's scary. Yeah. But I don't want to be shocked. So, my dad and mom, both my parents gave me that gift, of getting like spiritually aligned with it's going to happen. Just don't freak out, because I don't know if that helps. Yes, Barb, I instantly had that feeling. Yep. Bless your heart, honey. 2.5 years with my dad, and I swear to God, I added a year onto his life. Now, by being there and, knowing what to look for, because the caregivers were always like, what are you talking about? What? I don't understand the network, etc. Anyway, long conversation, but if he had been in a nursing care situation, I mean, yeah, you have to be right there in the moment and see what's happening. Barb, tell your husband I'm praying for him and that he'll be fine, and I care, even though he has no idea who I am. Yes, Barb. Yeah. I mean, I would tell caregivers, look, here's the blood pressure cuff, and you have to, blah, blah, blah. And, if it's like this, do this. If it's like this, call me. If it's like this, and they would look at me and be, I don't understand. And I'm like, what do you not understand? Oh, good Lord. And yeah. Okay. So jewelry is happy and fun. This is happy and fun. Heidi, here is your plastic fantastic. I forgot that I put this in. Now, obviously, this is more modern than a lot of the older plastics that I like, but it is still, I love the colors on this. It is a very, almost like a lime green with white and pink and clear. They're both different, which I love. And thank you, Heidi. And I'll tell you what, YouTube and all the jewelry community and me selling on YouTube saved my emotional butt as a caregiver. And I will never, ever forget and for always be grateful to everyone who was there for me. And there was a lot of people. So see, here's the back, and you see how see-through they are? I don't know. Yeah. I have not checked out, and they're just this weird shape as well. I don't know if this is one of those, there's a few makers out there that are really, hold on, I'm trying to see if it glows, that are like really big names and all that. I don't think this is one of those like Sobo or, that's a different style. And I'm not seeing that they glow. I'm just seeing a purple shine. These would look fantastic with what I'm wearing. Look at that. Yep, they are. Even the top is like a oblong triangle. They are 1.5 inch. Oh no, you measure from up there. They're 2 inches long. 2 inches long. And they don't have a back on them. But I have the older pushbacks that I could put on here, or I could find some plastic if someone was interested. Moon. Hi, Moon. Moon, we all miss you. I see you in other people's, chats, but I haven't seen you live, and I don't think you do that anymore. I think you just did that for a little while. But you are a bright soul. I'm happy that you popped in. And I mean that. You just have a Moon. If nobody else here knows Moon has a bright, I don't think you sell on YouTube anymore, but she has a bright, happy aura. That's the word I'm looking for. I hope you're doing well. Oh, Moon. Well, prayers for you too, honey. Wowzer. Oh, geez. Prayers for your husband. Prayers for you and your family. I am now lost what I was doing. There is my dad's said, getting old is not for sissies. And I mean, gosh, it is just not. Roach. You're welcome. I mean, wowzer. I freaking love this. I'm going to show you the back first. I truly, nope, not a missing stone, right? Is it? Hold on. Where'd my loop go? I just had it. Hold on. No. Yes, there is. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Get out of here. 1, 2. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. This is going to be interesting. And I'll let you know in a minute. Here's the back. Whoops, I just spun. Sorry, YouTube was doing that. Not my internet. Turned out it had a problem, but also the geomagnetic storm is messing with it. Here's the back. It just comes out, so 60s. It is in a slight dome shape. But here's what I'm going to tell you. There's one of two things I could do. Oh, look at the headlight rhinestone. This has every type of cut. Baguette, cabochon, headlight, and teeny tiny little ones. This is old. This is spectacular. I would love to say it's an unsigned something, but I cannot verify that, so I'm not going to. Now, on this little kind of edges, there are 2 of these tiny stones missing. So there's 2 things I could do about that. One is I can offer to sell it at $29. 2 is I'll sell it for $33, and I will find the same tiny white stones and replace them. So if you want to bid on this, you can let me know I want it for less and put that number in, or I want it for 33 and I want you to go ahead and add, because I have a ton of stones of every size, shape, and quality. And in case y'all didn't know, just in case you didn't know, these type of items often have a missing stone or 2. And so resellers and people who deal in jewelry in antique malls, here on YouTube, etc., have a hoard of stones, and we replace these stones with the prong set, a tiny smidge of Gorilla Glue, whatever. It is very common. Do not think that every single item you're getting has never had a stone that matches 90% or absolutely exactly to what's in it, because it happens all the time. So what I'm saying to you is not strange. I'm offering this at $29 with the 2 missing stones, which most people are not going to notice. I did, because this is my business. Or at $33, and I will replace the 2 stones before I mail it out to you. And it's a good size. And the sparkle in this is a good indicator, hi Billy, of, I want to say a certain name, but I don't want to. Oh, it even has little like drops that look like silver around the first set and the second set of stones. This is a fantastic one. And I'll tell you what, nobody buys this. I will put it aside. I will add those stones, and I will bring it back in 2 months, and no one will know the difference. It's 1.5 inches in, 1.5 inches in diameter. It's beautiful. And again, so 1960s, 40s, 60s, mid 60s. So 50 years old, I would have a couple missing pieces too. And I do. You ever listen to me talk? Yeah, right? Billy, there's a lot going on. A lot going on. Okay, so this is going over here, so I remember to repair it. And I'm not, I totally get it. I totally get it. If I had seen those were missing before I brought it up, I would not have brought it up. I would have fixed it, and you wouldn't have known the difference. Okay, this is a silly thing. This is for the teenager in your life. This came in a lot of stuff that I bought, and at first I looked at it and I was like, what in the heck is that? Then it went into this bag. Then I found a piece underneath my chair at my kitchen dining room table, and I was like, what is that, honey? Get down there and pick that up. And he picked up, he's like, I have no idea, what is this? And I was like, oh my God, it's that blah blah blah. Hence, here it is. It is, you got a kid who like is on the phone, who talks in emojis. I suspect, why am I typing this twice? I still am not sure. I kind of suspect that this is an older piece that came out right when emojis were becoming really big. I don't think it's more recent than that, but I don't know. So check this out. Oh my Lord. So this is the piece that was found under the table today. These are emojis. We all know what emoji this is, with the swirl on the top. And there's its little enameled face. And it's upside down. I just put it on there. I can change it. You can change it. It opens and comes right on and off. Here's winky face. I am telling you. Happy face. A young kid would love this. This is, I'm not sure what face. Another kind of winky. I'm not sure. And it's like when you're making a crazy face at someone. And this is heavy. These are heavy. Ooh, I'm in love. I use this emoji a lot. This, I think this is like when you're really sad or whatever. That's the mouth with the teeth and the eyes. I don't know. Not sure. That's not one I use a lot. Here's this one. Here's just a heart. And here is laughing so hard you're crying. And you just had to bring it. And it opens right here. It's really solid. This is heavy. And it is a bracelet. And it's got plastic there because it's so heavy. It opens right here, and there's a little chain, and it comes right out. It takes me a while to open and close it, but trust me. And it's just silver tone and gold tone. But You know, you want a fidgety thing for a teenager and they like emojis. They want to talk to you without talking to you. So they're going to say, Mom, you are crazy. And they don't have to say anything. Here it is. And I'm doing my best to measure it. This one's a funny one. I don't have those paper cones. Maybe I should, but I tend to just do it the old-fashioned by hand. It's about 2 inches in diameter, so I'm going to go with a 6.5 to a 6.75. On a kid, it could go down to a 6 and be like all the way down here, you know? So, yeah, it's just a fun little thing. It's just a fun little thing. It's not something I would usually sell, but heck and dang nation, this is my favorite. It was in the box. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 emojis. I don't even know if this was like a thing, collect emojis and add them on your bracelet. No idea. No idea. But I thought I'd put it out there. Okay. How's everyone doing? Hanging in? Yep, heck and damn nation. Dang nation. See? It gets the point across. Oh, sorry, Melly. I don't even know. If I said your name, it was a while ago. What are you cooking? Melly is always cooking the best food. Yeah, and you had to take the dog out. The dog get okay. This is a lot of information. There's the information. It's going to be in the sidebar. The chain is on copper. It is very old. It has lavender rondelles as spacers in between the glass, which is also pinched to give it this extra hexagonal pop. It's incredible. I know I've shown it a few times. I'm going to keep showing it till it sells. Here's the back spring ring. And I've been saying that this was clear. Look at how it reflects. Clear glass with swirled yellow inside of it. But my partner came along today and said, no, that is yellow glass with white and yellow swirled inside of it. See, look at the yellow popping through from the light. Like marbles. And then that's lavender rondelles so that these don't bang into each other. And you can see it has the crimp marks from where they blew the glass and then pulled it out. This is a really cool necklace. And it goes down, 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 down to the Satsumo cloisonne owl, which is multiple colors with these huge eyes. And here's the back. He's hollow, but he's a big guy. Let me take it off of here. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's Melly. Welcome to my world all day today. I think YouTube has a huge lag on top of every other problem I'm having with my internet and whatnot today. So here's the owl. Isn't he glorious? And this is a one-of-a-kind necklace. Thank you, Moon. I put this together. I married them. The owl, because just this is incredible. But it didn't have anything at the bottom other than this one bead. It didn't have a double. It wasn't made like that. So when I got the owl, I was like, well, what am I going to do with all this? It's like, oh, I could put the owl on the bottom of this. So it does start at 115, but both of these items are expensive items on their own. So the owl is 2 inches long and 2 inches wide. And the necklace with this, again, gorgeous lavender rondelles on this incredible copper link. This is like 1950s style chain. And then you see the crimps? See right there? Hey, they pulled these out with the tongs with the crimps on it. So it's almost like an hourglass. Look at all that yellow on my thumb. The necklace itself, so the owl is 2. And the chain with the incredible yellow beads is let's go with 13. That cannot be right. That's why I was making a funny face. Well, it is 13, which would make 13 on each side. So a total of 26, but let's put it on because I think that's confusing. So it hangs right, my big shirt. Sorry. I wear big floppy shirts in the summer because it's hot and they're comfortable. So this comes down to here, and then this comes down to right at the top of everything. And this is just, it's an expensive piece, but it is a statement piece. This is an investment piece. This is incredible. And you can wear the owl either way, depending on how you want, front or back. Thank you, Heidi. I appreciate that. So he's going to keep rolling around until he sells. And I wish I could offer him up starting at lower, but I can't. The necklace alone, I paid quite a bit for, and then the owl, and then marrying them. So I'm not really making much profit on it. But it's worth every penny, or I would not. If I didn't think it was worth it, I wouldn't be asking that. I promise. So where was the other piece? This is the other piece. Let's start this. Sorry. Starting bid. this is pretty delicious. So it's got your, looks like an 18-inch, I'll measure it. Looks like an 18-inch sterling silver, very thin box chain. Very fine. And it comes down to this piece. That is the mother of pearl. It's small but mighty. Mother of pearl with this really nice sterling silver bail. And these, there are two things. There are silver solder drops on it and marcasites. So up here is a marcasite, and then you have the silver solder drops. Silver solder drops and marcasites on the bottom. See the difference? The mother of pearl has a lot of really nice depth. It sits up pretty high. This is the back. It's a nice old piece. It's a really nice older pendant. The pendant itself is probably about an 1.5 inches long. And I'm seeing in the back, it too needs a Q-tip with a little hydrogen peroxide. I can do that for you, but you can do it. You can even just do it with barely wet and a Q-tip. You can clean it yourself. And this one I'm going to measure. I don't want to put it on because it's such a tiny clasp. And I have a really hard time undoing and then redoing the clasp. So for expediency's sake, it's an 18-inch chain and 1.5-inch pendant. So that means it's going to sit right about here when all is said and done, above everything. Right about here, maybe here. It's really nice. Tiny but mighty. 26. 26. Where is my little bag for it? Oh, this one didn't have a bag. I'm looking. I'm like, how come I don't have a bag? Sorry. Okay. Thank you for looking. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Good night, Heidi. Take good care of yourself, honey. I know it's late in Belgium, so no worries. And you can look and see if I'm on tomorrow or not. And I will. I have so much going on. At some point, I am going to do just a plastic sale. But I have to really advertise that and push it and set up previews because not everyone likes plastic. I love plastic, but there you are. Okay. Okay. Just making sure. This is a beautiful old brooch. This is a really nice piece of abalone. Look at the detail on the side of this brooch. This it's so good. This is an older one. I'm thinking 60s or earlier. Everything about this, it is sterling silver. Everything about this to me screams Mexico or another country. But I would go with Mexico first. Look how long the pin back is. It comes all the way out to here. It's got one of those, what I call double rollover ring clasp. And if you take it out, there is the silver 925. And it's thick. Good for you, Billy. I love how you walk all the time. I used to walk all the time when I was younger in the city. I hated the bus and the subway and all of that. I liked walking. I would walk for miles. Oh, Pamela. Hi, Pamela. I didn't even, all my chat was blue highlighted for some bizarre reason. And I didn't even, I just undid it. And then I was like, oh, hi, Pamela. Yeah, I've lowered this quite a bit at this point. I don't know where my profit margin is, but that's all right. That's all right. So I'm going to say fair warning. And then last call, if anyone else is interested, you need to come in at 29 or higher. Those details are so good. And it's heavy. It's thick. And it reminds you, and it's like purple abalone. It's not lucite, it's abalone. 2 inches long. And at its widest, 2/3 of an inch. How's it going, Pamela? I hope it's going well. Last call, y'all. I'm going to say sold. Sold, sold, sold. That's an excellent deal, Pamela. Good for you. Good for you. Thank you. Yeah. I always say this, but it's so true. I have so many brooches. Or I would keep this one because it's a good one. Thank you, Pamela. I don't know. I just shipped everyone's stuff out. Don't think that Pamela has a bag yet. Nope. And let me get a bag. Pamela, just so you know, since you came in late, I'm not sure if I'm going on tomorrow or not. So it's going to be like a last minute type of thing. So if you do, no, not if you do. If I do, the thumbnail will go up tomorrow morning and it'll be like an hour and a half sale. There's a lot of things that I need to do, and I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure at this moment, and that's okay. Okay, moving on. Thank you. I just wanted you to know that since everyone is used to me being on 3 days a week, and I am as well, but I'm just not sure right now. I'm just not sure if I want to go there. Okay. Starting bid. Melly, you never did say what you were cooking, though. I think you might have told me earlier, but you didn't tell all of us. What is Melly cooking? Here is the back. See, this ring light is the one that makes the shadows. And then I have to bend forward, which is what I'm not supposed to do. That's the other thing. I could take tomorrow and get my computer situation redone so that it's up high enough and also closer to me. It would really help my back. There's the Italy impressed in there, and it's missing the eye. Here is the old clasp. Look at that. This is an older pre-tourist one. See that? Here's the outside edges. Nellie's still not going to tell us what she's cooking. It's a secret. And here is the front. And this is why I say this is pre-tourist, because it's the teeny tiny glass rods. Teeny tiny. When they started, late 50s, 60s doing the tourist, they started using much bigger pieces of glass and much bigger designs, like the flowers. I have one. I don't know if it's still right here, but I have one. Sorry. I did talk about allergies when I first came out. When they started doing tourist pieces, the flowers became much bigger. These little tiny flowers in here with these tiny little pieces became much bigger because this takes a lot of time to do. It's a lot of work, and I know you all know that. But they started making it more, making it like, I don't know, telling a tourist, oh, you want what? Okay, come back in 2 hours, or knowing that tourists were going to come, making a ton, but with bigger, so the production didn't take so long, and it was just easier for their designers. And these, believe it or not, hold on, I don't want to make stuff up. Computer, what's with you? Let's let it focus. These right here are teeny tiny black rods. With white inside them. That is not like a solder drip or anything. That is little black rods. Yeah. So this one deserves its time in the sun. I know it's little, but it's gorgeous. And because it's older and pre-tourist, $23 is a very reasonable price. And it is just about 1 inch in diameter. So remember, I don't do recaps. So if you come in around now and you want to see what you missed, then rewind and drop in the chat if there's an item you're interested in, please and thank you. And thank you for being here once again. And also, for anyone who's watching this on the replay, you can always email me right there. There's a C in the middle and a .net at the end, and say, hey, I'm interested in such and such an item. I will be billing out, since today or maybe tomorrow is the end of my 2-week build-a-box, even though I just got everyone's stuff shipped out. I'm sorry, my back was just so bad. It happens sometimes. I will be invoicing out. I'm going to do it this weekend. Yep, y'all are going to get invoices all over again. And there's really hardly anything. It's been a very slow sales for some reason. So I'll be billing out again this weekend and clearing that out. So this is so cool. I love this piece. How do you spell it? There you go. Good Lord. There you go. Lot of words. It reminds me of really fine Australian crystal. I do not think it's Swarovski at all, but I don't know that. But Swarovski generally has some kind of marking somewhere, and it doesn't. It also has a magnetic closure. So I'm putting Australian with a question mark. Starts at 25. This piece, I've never seen one like this. It's gorgeous. It's multicolored. It does open just the magnetic. So, I mean, it's a little newer in that respect, but I'm cool with that. It doesn't even actually really need a clasp. And these are bicone. And there's 2 of them on each place. And then you see in between here, it is twisted silver metal. And so the effect that it creates is down, up, down, up, down, up. Right? So you've got your red, and there is an AB coating. Just a slight. Is that true? Hold on. Yes. So the blue ones have an AB coating. I don't really see that on the green. It's a very, very light. Let's just leave it at that. It's very light. So there's red, green, blue, a very light, smoky yellow, brown, purple, and then blue, pink, white, red. You see this? And you see that twisted wire? And then this is done with the plastic line. But the effect of this altogether is incredible, and it's huge. And look at the sparkle. I don't have to do anything but hold it here. This is incredible, and it's super long, and stunning. Look at that. It's stunning. 25. It's a steal at 25. I looked up, I tried so hard to find the exact comps for this, and I could not, because I can't find any that are made like this. Therefore, I think it's an artisan piece. Just these beads, because there's so many, is worth more than $25. And I believe, let's test it out. It automatically drew itself back together. I don't want it to do that right now. There you go. I wanted to see if you could double it, but my hair is in the way. Where's the other one? What's happening? What's happening, man? No, you can't. Dang it. I was hoping you could double it, because that would be so cool. So let's not double it. Let's try to deal with my hair. I actually cut like 4 inches of my hair 3 weeks ago, believe it or not. Look at this. It is about 26 inches long. It is so... Having it on this shirt makes me want to keep it. But I already put it up for sale. Oh, whoa. I have a bidding war. Patsy, hi, Patsy. I haven't seen you in ages. Hi. How are you? Golly. I love this. So Patsy's in at 30 and Barb came back at 35. It makes me happy. That's what this necklace does. It makes me happy. Thank you, Barb. It is. It makes me happy. Patsy's back at 38. Makes me happy. And you don't need this to put it over your head, but it's nice that it's there. It just, isn't it? It's just a happy, beautiful, and this is glass. This is not plastic. Out to Patsy. Okay. Out to Patsy. I am going to go ahead and say last call. If anyone else wants to come in, you would need to come in at 40 or higher. Yeah, I love it. I haven't shown this in a long time. Whoa! Did everyone hear that? That's my crazy cat deciding she could jump over something that I guess she actually couldn't, and then she kind of fell, but she didn't, so she probably ripped something of mine, saving herself. Okay. Wow. Isn't this beautiful, Melly? Glass bicone, and it's a twisted metal with a magnetic clasp. Stunning. It's sold to Patsy. That's what's happening. Melly, how come you won't tell us what you're cooking for dinner? Good. I'm glad, Patsy. I'm glad. I haven't talked to you in a while. Hi, Patsy. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you've been well. And you say you're doing well, so I'm going to believe you. And you heard me since you've been here. This is the end, possibly tomorrow, but at any rate, of the 2-week Build-A-Box cycle, so you don't have to get caught up in that lag. some people don't like that lag. And, I don't blame you. Thank you. Let me write that down. I have a feeling I'm putting things in bags and not writing it down. But when I go to pack things, I always catch it. I'm like, wait a minute, what's this? It's I didn't invoice that. What? Yeah, the minute I put it on my shirt, I was like, why am I selling this? And by then it's too late. So thank you. Thank you. Kitty, here you are. There's my cat back again. I rearranged my office. Well, I had help. Someone did it for me, but she has discovered that she can easily get up on my tables. She can jump through, for now, the closet. It's going to have a back soon, and then she gets behind my computer. Oh my God, it's a whole thing. These are beautiful. Look at the bright, shiny headlamp stones in there. These are beautiful. They are screw on. They're in excellent condition. Barb was like, she's not even hesitating. That's so, Barb, this is a good quality of stone. And I would say in the light, they're going to be off the hook. And they're prong set in the light. I mean, they're about half an inch. Thank you, Barb. Oh. Let me put this in. That's really sweet, Barb. And I, just me being me, would kind of think that right now you're feeling that. You're thinking about mom. It's funny. I wake up, I go to sleep at night a lot thinking of my dad. And then I wake up in the morning thinking about my mom. I don't know why. 87. My dad was, I think I always forget. Terrible. 1938. 2 years is 40, 62, 82, 87. My dad, yeah. See, that's what I thought. My dad was 87. Mm-hmm. My dad was 87 when he passed. Yep. And it was his time. But my mother-in-law was, I don't know, that was like 10 years ago or something. I can't even remember anymore. And she was 90, 92. Yeah. She was like, gonna keep going. And she did. And then she was really peaceful. Was peaceful and quick with my mom, my dad, and my mother-in-law. I feel very fortunate about that. Let me call this amber glass. I need to take it out of its bag to have the exact description. Multi-strand And I'm pretty sure this is West Germany, right? Yep. This is stunningly beautiful. I've shown it before. It's been a little bit. Let me show it again. So this is West Germany. It's amber glass. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 strands. I'm pretty sure that this has the AB coating on it. And we all know, West Germany. So West Germany makes some of the best costume. Look at the shine coming through. I didn't do anything but put it on. This is Molly, by the way. This is my helper, Molly. I didn't do anything but put it on Molly. And it's got that one ring light coming at it. Look at that. It's so pretty. So I believe, and I'm going to check this. Look at that. Wow. I'm going to check this in a minute. Because I think some of these, like these, are just clear glass. And then you have these that have like a darker amber orange with a pink AB coating. 4 strands. Let me show you the top and then I'll take it off. Your typical swirled, ready to make a necklace to put on. Here's the back with the extender. Let me show you the hook and all the rest of it. Yes, so I am absolutely right. There is just amber glass, and it's also graduated sizes. I'll show you that. Meg, my cat, no. There is graduated sizes. There is plain amber glass, and then there's the dark orange AB coated. But let's get back to what I was going to show. Here's the shepherd's hook with West Germany on it. I mean, they made jewelry for a long time, but West Germany, was a selective period of time. Here is the extender. It's so beautiful. And this glass is like butter. I would wager it's Czech glass, but so much is the quality glass is definitely Czech. So here, you see how small, and there's a seed bead spacer. And see how this, I'm trying to get this to focus there. Those have no AB, but this is dark orange and has a pink AB coating. And each one, let me try to do one strand. There you go. Each one also has a seed bead in between it. Wowzer. It's almost also gives off like a green, an olive green. I don't know if that's clasp, Melly. This is incredible. But I don't know if you saw the whole thing. It's 4 strands. It is West Germany. Shepherd's hook. With, this is about a 2.5-inch extender, and that's how the beads are on here. They are just amber glass with then the coated dark orange with pink AB on it. And size, well, that's a dang good question. This thing is so... So if I put it on using half of the extender, the top one is falling at 14 and the bottom at about a 15. So I would go, it's a collar necklace, and I have a thicker neck. So it's a collar necklace, which if you use the extender, you're going to get the 14 to about 15.5, almost 16 inches. And on my neck right now, I'm not in the light, but so it's a shorty in that way. But that sparkle is out of this world. So in the sun or in bright lights, which I'm not when I'm back here, instant shadow. It's out of this world. So there you go. Think about it. It's a shorty. It'd be lovely if it was longer, but in the 50s, you had the short, and then you had the earrings that matched, and maybe a bracelet. That was the style. Yep. In West Germany. I had given up. Patsy's my surprise sneak attack today. I had given up. Patsy's in at 38. Thank you, Patsy. This is so pretty. And I've talked about it for a long time. So, again, someone would have to come in at 40 or better. I'm going to just say last call. And I don't know, is there a lag, y'all? Do I need to be accounting for a lag? I know I've talked about this a lot, so I feel like it's good enough. But is there a lag? Because, like I said, today I was having sold to Patsy for 38. Today I was having internet issues. There's also a geomagnetic storm, and people are seeing the aurora borealis colors all over the United States. That interferes with the internet. And everyone's channel, there was crazy lag. So I don't know if I'm on a lag. So if anyone here wants to let me know if I'm on a lag, please do. Because I feel like I give my items ample time for people to look at, and I talk about them maybe a little too much. But tell me, please. Thank you, Patsy. Patsy, you got two beautiful necklaces. You're all set for the summer. You're all set for the summer. Oh, your internet is messed up? Thank you, Pamela. I appreciate that. And Patsy, it might not be your internet. Just so you know, mine was whack from 7 a.m. till almost 1 p.m. And I didn't even know if I could have a sale. And it turns out it was an issue with my provider, but their geomagnetic storms interfere with the waves traveling through that internets are on, so who knows? I don't know. Okay. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you still being here. Let's see. What do I want to do now? Let's do this. Sorry. Starting bid of And why did I do that? I forget that I'm on all caps. God, there's my nose. What is it? Oh, I know. I figured it out. God, it takes a village with my brain, y'all. My husband went around yesterday and the day before and on the John Deere, and I live on 22 acres. We don't mow all of it, but he mowed all the grasses down and then all the dirt from the huge burns from cutting down all the trees and everything. So it's no wonder I'm having allergies. There's grass parts everywhere, all around my house and all over the land, flying around in the wind. Here's the back. No wonder. This one has been heat treated, so it has the sun discs. It's very high. It's very in the style of kind of an Art Deco, if you will. I believe this is meant to be a flower with a vine coming up over it. It's got a big high dome. Sorry. I may need to turn you off and blow my nose. Here is more of the front. See what I mean? How that comes down and clamps in like that. And I showed this before. And I discussed, and then there it has these two pieces coming together. So the vine, if you will, this is an end of each vining flower, like a trumpet flower. That's it. It comes down and see how it crisscrosses, and then it gets one trumpet flower with vines ending, another trumpet flower with a vine ending, and keeps going around to the end of the vine. And what I said about this piece, and I believe this is true, you could wear it. It's supposed to be worn like this. I would not wear it like this. I would wear it like this or this. I like it upside down. I also believe that you could put a chain underneath this clasp because it's pretty dang solid and wear this as a pendant. That I believe that. So, and it's got a lot of, other than the sun discs, it's got a lot of fossilized brown matter in there, which is why amber is such a big deal. Not only is it a pretty color, but it's fossilized tree sap, and it has the incredible. I used to find amber at the flea market that had bugs in it when it first came back in the 80s. It was popular in the Victorian age and then came back. I used to find amber with bugs in it at the flea market for, $15, $20 an item. And that was in the 80s. So this is an inch and a little shy of a half long and an inch wide. But so you see all the brown matter? That's old fossilized who knows what. But then when you see a round, shiny like that, called sun disc, that's because it's been heat treated. That doesn't mean it's good or bad. I'm just telling you something. But all this brown matter is 1,000-year-old who knows what. So there you go. It's a nice piece, and I think it would make a really nice pendant. Okay, Thank you for looking. I am going to stop my video for a minute and blow my nose. Uh-oh. I see you, Barb. 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 How did you know I was putting it away in a bag? And you're like, nope. Okay. My nose has been blown. Barb. Bless her heart. Barb is in at 40. Sneak attacking me at the last minute. Last call. I'm going to go quick, y'all, because I talked about that a long time, and bless her heart. She came in right as I was putting it away because she knows that that'll make me laugh every time. Thank you, Barb. It's beautiful. And I really, really think you can make this into a pendant. Even with that, I think you can figure it out. Thank you. Oh, honey. Okay. Can we all give Barb a prayer going back to the hospital with her husband? You have mine, Barb. You can email me anytime. I am happy. Well, not happy to, but I am totally willing to be a support system and listen. I understand. You take care. Yeah. I need it a lot. And so I totally get it. If I didn't have my friends going through all that, I wouldn't have got anywhere. I have a sibling, but yeah, that only caused even more havoc. So that stopped. Toot sweet. Is this the right bag? Yes. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Let's see. Time is it? I was on time today, almost exactly on time. I have 20 minutes. It's time for me to take my medication. I have 20 minutes left. So if anyone has come in late and you've liked what you've seen so far and you want to do a rewind and drop anything in the chat that you're interested in now, please do. Also, remember, I'm unclear if I'm going to be on tomorrow or not. But if I am, it'll only be for like an hour. And this is the end of the 2-week Build-A-Box. So I will be invoicing out Sunday and shipping out by Wednesday next week. Okay? Okay. Let's see. Let's do a fun piece. Let's do something entirely different. How's that? This is a Buy It Now. I think this is a 70s piece. I think it's really cool. Thank you, Melly. Yeah, 20 minutes. 20 minutes. So that means I brought a lot more than I can show in that time, but that's okay. I always do. So this is something some people in here might recognize. I love this, actually. I got to say, in terms of costume jewelry, this is pretty fabulous. I really believe this is a 70s. It could have been an 80s, hearkening to like, the whole new age punk rock movement. It is just costume, but can I do it in full frame? Look at this. This, oh, it's, there you go. It just comes undone. This is what you're looking at. So it is, look at that. Buy it now for $16. This is what, let me put it on. It's just gold tone. It's, this is delicious. This is absolutely, I was not, during the 80s, not my best and finest shining moments in life. When I was a very, very young adult. I was at the clubs a lot, dancing and having a good time, doing my thing, and enjoying every minute of it. Saw some incredible bands, that local Bay Area bands before they became famous, a whole bunch of them. But I would have loved to have had something like this. And I'm wearing it at its lowest point right now. The way the back is, you could go all the way up like this and have it be a complete collar. It's just fun. You need the right shirt. So if I was wearing this, I would want one of those like crossed open tie sash shirts, or I would want like a low cut white shirt or something like that, and have this be the centerpiece of your outfit. I love this. I would just have it be the centerpiece, and it's going to catch the light, and it's going to be, everyone is going to be like, where'd you get that? You'll be like, it's costume. You'll have to look around at the thrift stores. Good luck finding one. There are some online, but nothing exactly like this. And this is right about the asking price. I have no idea the maker. I think it was one of those things that was made for a short period of time and then gone. And it came down to right about here on me. So it's about 20 inches, maybe 22, depends on, see how this is? You can take this side up as far as you want, and it just makes it shorter or longer. So it kind of depends on how you want to wear it. I love this piece. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Don't forget about that emojis bracelet, y'all. Honestly, there's some teenager out there or young child who really wants that. Sorry, opening some more water. I turned the fan off because it's getting a little chilly, but it's still hot and my nose is still running. Melly, are you saying thanks because you're going to have dinner? It would be 7:30 where Melly is. Oh no. Sorry, I did that thing where I opened up a can and then I didn't wait for the bubbles to come out. Okay, this is a starting bit of so when you open these waters, I have very hard mineral water, so I can cook with it, I can wash with it, I can water my plants, but I don't like the way it tastes to drink, so I buy water at Costco. Hey Costco, hello. I could be your sponsor. But because of all the carbonation, if you don't let it sit for a minute and you take a drink, you get all the carbonation down your throat. So that's what I just did. That was silly. This is a beautiful, beautiful ring. It is a mystic topaz. I cannot tell you because I don't have a presidium. I'll have one very soon. And if this doesn't sell, then I will tell you definitively if that is a pink tourmaline, a pink quartz, a glass. You know, I don't know. I do know that this piece in the center is called a mystic topaz. And it also is, the mark is right there. It's 925. It's on this really great setting. I'll tell you the size. The pink stones are open to the light, which doesn't mean that it's not glass or quartz. But it is my experience that when things are open to the light, if it's costume, it's higher end rhinestones or glass. And if it's semi-precious, it's because it's semi-precious and they want it to shine. But that's all the info I have on it. So a mystic topaz is actually a topaz that's clear, and they heat treat it to give it this incredible, like, purple watermelon color. This thing, I really wish this was like a size 10. I have larger fingers, and because if it was, it would not go anywhere. This is right up my alley. And on the sides here, this is really just a sterling silver little dots. It's not stones. Let me tell you the size. I hope you see that color. And like I say, I will have a Presidium, courtesy of someone very dear to my heart, soon. And then I'll, find out what the pink stones are. It's a size 6. I'll find out what the pink stones are definitively. And even though this is a heat treated, these are still expensive to make. They still have a value. And if those pink stones are in addition semi-precious, then this will be double what it is now. So size 6. Size 6. And it is Pamela. Pamela. It is, thank you, Pamela, an inch long. It's so pretty. I really wish this fit me. An inch long and 2/3 of an inch wide with a pretty high dome. So Pamela's in at 33. Pamela's like, I'm not waiting till Lucinda finds out. Pamela's been around me. Pamela, you've been around me long enough to know that I will and do that. Like, get me before I research something even deeper. Last call, it's going to go to Pamela. Unless someone comes in at 35 or higher. And nobody told me if the lag was bad. Sold to Pamela for 33. Pamela, thank you. Is the lag bad? Or is there no lag at all? I'm not looking at my secondary device and blah, blah, blah. I just, it is gorgeous, Pamela. The colors on this, I love the water tourmaline colors, but this has deeper purples and blues, and I don't even know. I just know that I love it. Yeah, okay, good. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because I don't have my other device on to check. I just know in other people's chats today, it was bad. That's what I know. Looking for a small bag in there is not going to help me. Hold on. Okay. What a collection of... The ring would go... I mean, they're not the same, but they're the same enough that it would go with the bicone necklace really nicely, Pamela. So I said sold. Oh, but I didn't highlight it. I'm sorry. God, there's my nose. It is. It's the grass, y'all. It only took me 24 hours to figure that out. I'm like, what is the deal? Okay. Ooh, starting bid. Whoosh. I didn't used to, I didn't have allergies at all as a child. Nothing. My daughter did, and she had the croup all the time. And then by the time she was 5, diagnosed as asthma. It was terrible. But I never had allergies until mid-30s. And then they were just raging. And I had sinus infections all the time and all this stuff. And then that kind of calmed down, thank God. But to this day, I need Claritin whenever there's the growing season. So this is the back. This is old. This is Victorian. So that is why you've got the wear to the pot metal, because it's Victorian. Let me show you the front. Did that just, hold on. That, ooshy. That is a little, the stone, I'm moving it. I'm playing with it because I saw it move. Okay, so I want to show you. It's loose, but it's not going anywhere. See the prongs? There's no dents, no scrapes. It's like no scratches. It's in perfect shape. It's not going anywhere. This has some wear. This is almost, I'm saying Victorian, but then because of this shape, it reminds me of deco. And I tell you another thing. So let me look at it. It's not missing any stones up there. So the thing with Victorian brooches is the stones are often paste. The rhinestones are what you call paste stones. Yes, Melly. Oh, good. Good for you, Melly. You get to sit down. Did you have dinner? Why won't you tell us what you had for dinner, Melly? So often these are stones, but sometimes they're paste. And so they can be inset down in the hole a little too far when they're making it or putting it in there because they're older. But I was worried there was missing stones. There are no missing stones. There are no missing stones. This one is what you call a dead stone right there. So it may have had a foil back, but I think they're paste. I don't think these are foil backed. There you go, Melly. Beef tips with noodles. So you would cook the meat and make the gravy. Easy but time consuming. Yummy. Beef tips with noodles. What about like some green beans or something, Melly? And see, there's still a lot of shine. And 39, these are, I'm watching people sell these. Watching people sell these in this condition for, they start out at like $80. And so that's kind of the going price for these right now. So my condition and everything, it's a good price. I promise. I promise. It is 2.5 inches long by 1 inch wide. Yeah, broccoli. Broccoli is one of my favorites. I don't really, so that's what it is. What you see is what you get. And the prongs even are slightly discolored. So, but I think they're discolored because, not because it got wet, but because that's the part that rubbed. Like, let's say you're wearing this and then you're putting a cape over, or you have it here and you're putting, your coat or your cape or whatever on and off over it, or a scarf. This is the part that got the wear. There you go. Yeah. I think that's a great way to do that. You know what? In this, I've been so totally off topic. Thank you for looking, everyone. I have been doing a lot of thinking in my brain because food prices, economy, of like what to buy in bulk and have around to make simpler but nutritious meals. And I'm not kidding, because right now we're feeling it, but we're not feeling it. We're going to feel it at the end of the summer when things are no longer available and they have not been grown this year round, not planet round, because of the fertilizer situation. That's when we're going to feel we can't get beans, we can't get fresh veggies, we can't get. So I'm thinking about the things that I should like hoard up, cans and freezer wise. Thank you, Melly. Okay, thank you all for looking. Let's move to, what is this? Oh, there's my timer. Look at that. My timer just went off. So let's do one last item and call it. I'm going to show this for one last time. Yes. Melly, you use everything plus learn to make less on some things that don't store. Yes. Right? I like to make enough for like 3 days of like 2 or 3 things. And then as I eat, make another thing and add in and add in and add in and freeze. If it's not eaten within 2 days, the rest of it gets frozen in a seal a meal. Yep. And that too, Melly, it's so different cooking for 2 people versus a bunch of people. And it's really hard to figure out. I am completely in agreement with you. So this is very much like Coro, but it is not, but it is pretty dang spanking. This is the lowest price I can go on this. I think I've been asking quite a bit more. I suspect, yep, buy bulk in store. Yep. And I do a thing. I buy like at the end of last summer, I bought 30 pounds of fresh organic peaches from my local fruit stand. And I put in an order for 20 pounds of summer squash. And I just chopped it all up and seal and milled it in a bag and put it in the deep freezer. I'm still eating it. And I will do the same but even more like tomatoes, you name it, at the end of this summer from my local food stands. So here is the item I'm ending on. I love this. This is enameled with like gold flecks in the enamel to make it shine. I think this is meant to be holly berries. That is plastic or acrylic. I can check if it glows later. And then it has the panels. I'll show you the back. I think it's earlier than the 50s. I really do. And it reminds me of Coro. But it doesn't, it's not stamped. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yep. Costco has the bags. There you go, Melly. So this is not, I want to just say up front, this is not what I've looked at this many times. This is not wear so much as a deliberate part of the design because it's everywhere. See that? I just want to be clear. Like, it doesn't look to me like missing paint or dirt. Yeah, no, it's part of how it was made. Now I'm going to show you the back because it's really fun. And then look at this. Now, this leaf, it is worn off all the way. But the rest of them, no. Now, I want to show you why it reminds me of Pegasus Coro. Coro uses this when they did the old 1930s, etc. Coro has the same style exactly with this and these lines and a large fold over clasp. The old Coro with the Pegasus on it. Is that a name on there? I'll look in a second. Now look at the back. That's another thing. This construction absolutely could be 50s, but it's very different. I mean, this is, just your industrial, ready to make something. But the way they made the hinges on here, I've never seen this tooled look like that. So this was like right before the war. Maybe it's 40s, like right after the war, and they're using some parts that were, tooled like that for some kind of factory or planes, or I don't know. But I'm telling you, I've never seen this to create the articulation. And then it just is like that. So I'm going to look at this one more time because this is my last item. So if anyone was interested in anything or wanted to go back in time in the chat and not just email me, please do. So and it fits on my wrist exactly at the top. I'm a 7.25, so I would like this to say this is a 7 so that it can go lower and you have more flow and movement. And again, it could go to a 6.75, but it would fall down to here depending on your, it's very unique. It's very interesting. Thank you, Billy. Yes, the brooch. That brooch is, I get it. Just like this brooch. This is super old. Super old. I keep wanting to say Weiss. I really keep wanting to say Weiss. I know it has 2 tiny missing little stones, which I can repair. I'm absolutely flabbergasted that no one is interested in this. It's stunning, but there's no signature. Thank you, Billy. So, there was something I was going to do, but I don't remember what it was. So I'm not going to do it anymore. So that's it. That's my last item. So I may come on tomorrow, like I said, for an hour or so. I will put the thumbnail up in the morning, depending on how my back is doing and what's going on. And I really appreciate everyone that's been here with me this afternoon, this evening, whatever your time zone is. I appreciate the purchases. And this, or tomorrow if I come in, is the end of my 2-week Build-A-Box period. And invoices are going out Sunday because I was so late last time. And then we'll start a whole new 2-week Build-A-Box. If I come on tomorrow, I'm going to bring items like this. I know I've shown this twice already. I just can't believe that. I mean, I get that I'm asking $39 for it, but this thing, black glass, floral spray, 3 inches long. So I'll bring, nothing below $40 and just do, if I come on and do like an hour. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Prayers for everyone who's going through various health issues. I know I'm going through it. Nothing on the scale of a lot of you. So my prayers, my good thoughts, and be kind to each other because you just never know what's happening and what people need. Hi, Kathy. Love you. Thank you, Melly. Okay, I gotta go. My back says you're done. Good night.